Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, and yet again I am reluctant to make another video on the current political situations between India and Pakistan. Now the situation is the latest news. First of all, click the hands icon to like the video and click the subscribe button to watch my channel. There are plenty of videos and plenty of topics of interest that you can check out. The reason for making the video today is I just heard a very deep secret on why iPhone has halted or will halt production or manufacturing of iPhones in India after the mini war with Pakistan. So before further ado, let's deep dive into it. iPhone switch countries was decided by United States and China even before Pakistan attacked India. I'm talking about this was even before May 6th. I think Pakistan attacked around May 7th or May 8th. But United States and China met in Switzerland, the delegations from both governments, and they made a decision that they're going to switch production of iPhone from India to China. Now this is pretty shocking, don't you think? I think it is. I mean, the conflict is it's May 6th, 2025, and the war is still continuing with India, Pakistan, and here we are, the two superpowers, making decisions even before the events have finished. That's scary. But there's a certain logic behind switching countries. It's to do with assurity and guarantee of iPhone manufacturing production line. Not unpredictability as we see in India. The thing is, why does India want to attack Pakistan, which has a more powerful air force, which is Pakistan Air Force? Do you see the scenario? I mean, a similar thing happened in Balakot in 2018-19, and basically, as an Indian Air Force, they should have learned their lesson and improvised. And if they do it again, they're going to lose more aircraft, which is exactly what happened. So somebody in the Indian Air Force didn't do their homework, didn't improve on their capabilities, yet they still attacked Pakistan Air Force. I mean, Indian top military generals were warning Prime Minister Modi not to attack Pakistan. And one or two people on April 30th resigned from the Air Force. These were the top Air Chief Marshals. So there were the warning signs given. But being Modi, he does things without thinking. Now, I'm going to talk about something called name brand. When you have a name brand in your country or in someone else's country, but it's your name brand and you're selling that product, you have a vested interest to protect that name brand because you're making money with that name brand. And even if your nation, there's nothing comparable to that name brand. What I'm trying to say is that I learned something at a very young age, and this was back in Middle East, that your name brand is higher than your country's pride, than your country's cultural values, etc., etc. Your name brand is much higher because it's a money-making product. And where I was living back in Middle East, oil was the name brand. So that, I'm not going to name that country, but that country was capitalizing on the name brand, and there was nothing that it can non-negotiate to reduce its value. It came higher than the country's pride, higher than the country's cultural values. It was the number one thing of that country because it was a money-making generating product, which is oil. But being Prime Minister Modi of India, he says things like Akhand Bharat, or he says Akhand Bharat. Oh bhai, kaun se sadiyon mein reh rahe ho? Akhand Bharat. Like, okay, fine. And then it's like outdated terminology, you know? And it's like saying Pakistani, the great Mughal empire that ruled India. Aay samajh? Like what I'm trying to get. Arey bhai, history is history, bhool jao. Like move on with your life, right? No. Akhand Bharat is number one. Yeah, this was the point that Modi was trying to say. And then he goes, made in India. Fine. Made in India, do it, good. Nobody's saying anything. But then you don't like make problems with left, right, top to bottom with every country around India and make troubles for yourself. And that's what Modi did. He made problems with Bangladesh. He made problems with China. He made problems with Burma. He made problems with Pakistan. He made problems with every country around the world. And now, you know, India's even threatening Turkey and Azerbaijan. So, my wonderful followers of my channel and wonderful people of the internet, at the same time, you're trying to be like, you know, saying you're a power projection country, but then you're picking fights with everybody around you. That doesn't work the same way. You have to be very solid in your peaceful agreements so other countries can come, namely, or other products like iPhone can invest in your country and have a smooth running manufacturer assembly line of iPhones. Of course, it didn't happen. So even before Pakistan attacked on May 7th and 8th in India, the decision was already made by US government and China in Switzerland to shift iPhone manufacturing back to China. And there you have it. And I heard that the US government even reduced tariffs on China for this process to continue. So before there were like 165% tariffs on China, now they're reduced to 30%. So, no brainer. You're not going to go to India, you're going to go to China because it's cheaper to make iPhones there. And China, state-of-the-art production, they've got factories which does much better job qualitatively than India. I mean, if you're picking fights with every country around your border, you're asking for trouble. It's that simple, you know? And, you know, it's pretty, you don't do that, you know, when, especially. Okay, I understand the fact that Akhand Bharat and Modi, the superpower of India, you can afford to say things like this, but there's only one India. If you have 10 Indias, then you can do something about it. Because you can get help from a second India, third India, fourth India. No. Pakistan has friends with all 38 Muslim countries. Pakistan is more powerful than one India. See the big picture? There's only one India, and then you're threatening every country around you on the face of the earth. Where Pakistan is a smaller country, and they've got many powerful friends. And that's how Pakistan defeated India in this mini conflict. Oh my God, and India is poor. Did anybody know that? I don't know. Oh, India is poor. Okay. So if Donald Trump made a deal with China, perfect. Cost to profit. And obviously, Donald Trump is from the Republican Party, which is the alliance of the Ronald Reagan era back in the day of the United States. And Pakistan is an ally of the United States. And then, instead of listening to Parveen Swani, who predicts artificial intelligence and military strategy, somehow his YouTube channel gets banned in India, all of a sudden. And some US government official said that India is still living in 1500th century mindset. I mean, either you go and attack Pakistan and win, but then you go and attack Pakistan and you lose again and again and again. And it's a small country and you lose from a small country. Oh my God. It's embarrassing. So I don't need to say more, but this is the reality. This is the facts on the ground. And if the Modi government doesn't stop making more mistakes, they're going to bring India even further down the gutter. So I firmly believe that Modi of India should be removed from power immediately. And don't take my words too heavily. We love Indian people and the Indian military, but not Mr. Modi. Ta-ta from Charlie.